He was he was a different character, really was a different character.
I think he was a true entrepreneur.
He was Otto Aschinger, electrical contractor, is what he went by. Around 1912, he wanted to join the IBEW Electrical Union, and they wouldn't take him in. So he sold the wiring of a house and then hired a couple electricians and watched them wire the house. And then he kind of self-taught himself electrical and became an electrical contractor.
Grandpa, evidently, I had heard that he had changed gas lights into electric in the early stages of it.
What he first started doing was going down to Shantytown, and he'd put a service in the first house on the block, for free, because they didn't have any electricity on those streets. And then as he put a service, he'd put a light bulb and an outlet for a refrigerator in the other houses.
He would give away the service for the first house on the block, and then he would sell this service to put in a 30-amp service for every other house on the block.
I know of stories when he was in the electrical business that he'd give the guys a basket of knob and tube, which was the wire and the knob and tube wiring, they called it back then, put them on a streetcar, and he'd sell the 30-amp service to a house where they just had 2 fuses in the ceiling. When I worked in the trade, I changed a lot of those out myself. You'd find those in the kitchen ceiling, the 2 fuses, or you'd find them in the ceiling of the bathroom, the 2 fuses.
The stories that I've been told about Otto and his business is that he started out selling appliances, and that he would sell, say, a refrigerator, and then he would have to sell then the electrical service so that the owner of the refrigerator could operate the refrigerator.
I think the only story of that I recall is that my grandfather had borrowed a book from the library to learn about something to do with electricity, and held on to that book and hired an electrician to do something for him, and then went and did it himself and started his company based on that.
It's dated 1918 from the St. Louis Public Library, and it's on electrical wiring and things like that. And we still have that book today. Well, like in the book from 1918, it shows you how to convert all your gas lamps to electric lamps, and how to use that existing gas piping in the existing buildings to run your wires in, and to redo buildings and things to convert them to electric. So it's a very handy book, especially if you get into an old building, you can kind of figure out what they did. I still reference it once in a while, yes.
From streetcars and gas lamps to solar panels and intelligent electrical systems, 4 generations of the Aschinger family have focused on providing the most innovative and effective energy solutions for lifetime clients.
There has always been a large focus on relationships in this business, in taking care of your customers. Our goal, our mission is lifetime partnerships.
To assist in any way to help the client, help the general contractor, but the end result to help the client themselves to move forward and to be profitable also by having a good electrical installation that they can depend upon.
We didn't only want to build the building, we want to be there afterwards and take care of their maintenance and take care of their problems on a day-to-day basis, and to make sure that that equipment that's rated for 40 years would last 50 or 60 years, if they maintained it.
One of our core values is we always do the right thing for the customer. We provide personalized and professional solutions to customers, and we live that every day.
We try to go into the business and understand what is their business, the business of their business, and then try to design or install an electrical and communication system that applies to their business.
Treat your customers fairly and do a good job.
You take pride in, yeah, I work there, I help solve problems there, and I know the people, have friendships for as long as I've been doing this.
Born on the streets of St. Louis, Aschinger Electric has grown to become one of the top 600 specialty contractors in the U.S. Family values, entrepreneurial spirit, and a consistent strive for excellence have been at the center of the company across the generations. To learn more, join us at aschinger.com.